Hey guys, welcome back to Flavor of Iron & Customs. I'm Michael. I hope everyone is having a great weekend. We're back on the Volkswagen today. I'm going to try to finish up the steering on it. What I'm going to start with is the tie rod that runs between the left and the right tire. And then we're going to work our way to the drag link, which on a traditional side steer car is the link that runs from the left wheel at the top back to the steering box. So we're going to jump into it. So what I've got laid out here on the table is my parts. I have got the tie rod ends. They were some eBay specials. I'm sure I don't remember exactly where they came from, but there's the part number. And for the right side, and the part number for the left side is kind of hard to read because it got some water on the box. It looks like 11A 3290 and 11A 3289. Of course, we're going to need bungs. You have a left and right hand bung. These are the part number. Like I said, they were eBay specials. 910-02970. And this may have all came as a kit. I don't remember. It's been a while since I ordered this stuff. And that one is 910-02-969. The jam nuts 910-01-249. And for the left hand is 1449. So I mean, that's just the parts. And usually on a left-handed threaded nut and bungs, usually you have some sort of identifying mark. This one is kind of tight for whatever reason. And I'm just trying to get the left-handed stuff with the left-handed tie rod so I don't lose my place. But you have these little slits in them, like on the right hand you do not. And usually on your bung you'll have a groove cut in it, but these evidently did not cut the groove in the bungs. So just make sure you have a left and a right on each tie rod and you should be good to go. So what we're working with is, this is 1 3/4 inch and it's 188 wall. It's probably really too thick. A 1 inch with a 150 wall probably would have been fine. I can't remember if I couldn't find 150 wall or if I thought these measure 188, but actually the bungs are a little tight. I'm just going to have to hone out the inside of those so these will fit. It's a little heavy. The other way you can do this alternately is, I think Speedway sells a kit that already has the threads in it. Like it has the left hand threads on one end and then it's threaded quite a bit on the other end, and you can just cut it off to whatever length you need. So let's get into cutting off links and start building this thing. What I did, I've already taken my little, I had this just like a pipe with some bolts on it that kept the wheel straight on here for a while. And what I have done is taking it out because it was showing to be 2 inches towed in, I believe, which may explain some of the reason why we had problems pushing it around the yard. Okay guys, it just quit again and said it was repairing the file, so I don't know how much of it I lost. But we're just checking the toe in. I'm going to the outside of the middle tread, and taking a measurement. And it looks like it's just about 61 and 3/4. No, it's not 3/4. It's 5/8. On the back, you would do the same thing. Go to the middle of the tire. So we're about 1/8 towed in right this minute because we're on 61 3/4. Or yeah, 1/8 towed in. Okay, guys. Yeah. Okay. So I measured the distance between the steering arms on the spindles, and it come out to 48 3/4. Okay guys, what you saw me doing there was I actually, this end and the left-handed thread bung, I don't know what it's going to be like on the other one, but the left-hand side bung is actually a little smaller than the right hand, and I was able to hone the pipe out so it would fit. And all I did was took a piece of welding rod, piece of TIG wire, and folded over some 120 grit emery cloth and made a little hone. And you can hone brakes the same way if you're going to rebuild wheel cylinders on drum brakes, so you don't have a hone and it's a little rusty and pitted. You can use sandpaper like that. Built many of them. So we got this ready. I'm gonna get everything assembled and in the car, and we'll come back. Okay guys, I went back and took about a 1/2 inch length off of this, and that was a mistake. I shouldn't have taken but about 1/4. But I do have enough adjustability, and I feel like I have enough purchase on those tie rod ends to be okay. So let's see. We are going to tack it on one side and flip it and tack it on the other to make sure it doesn't pull. All right. I've got to get a different lens on this helmet because I cannot see nothing. The other side, and then we're going to let this cool because I want to run a tap through these bungs. If you ever do weld on bungs on a steering, it's a good idea to run a tap through it, because the welding is going to shrink those threads up, and it's going to make it want to bind when you're trying to adjust the steering. All right guys, I haven't been out here for a couple of days. I did on Sunday before I got out of here, got the drag link mocked up, welded up, and installed. I still need to install the bolts in the steering box. In this video I had intended on getting the steering column done. Do not think that we're going to get the steering column finished this week, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it short here. The GoPro's acting really stupid. As a matter of fact, I need to get online as soon as I go in. I need to see if I can't find out something about this GoPro, because it may record for 2 or 3 minutes, or it may record for 5 seconds, or it may record for 30 seconds, and then it says it's repairing the files, and when I go in and do editing, I'm missing part of the file that it repaired. So I just, anyway. Fun being a content creator on YouTube. Anyway, that's it for this go round. I'll see y'all next time.